Yeah, we've got a few people. Joni will start. I'll handle that. We'll just take a few deep breaths right now while we start. How's that? Isn't it? It's so beautiful in here. And it feels good. And it feels like Easter. It smells like Easter. All the flowers. Scott, just let me know. All good? So welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I am Audrey White. I'm the vice president of the board, and I'll be your host today for meditation. And it is such an honor to be here with all of you in the room that are online, just really celebrating this moment and this time, this Easter Sunday, where we remember that it's time to rise, that it's time for all of us to rise, and that Christ gave us this gift of knowing that we can. So we'll just take a few deep breaths here as we settle into our meditation. I invite you to just settle in, to feel your body being held wherever you're at. Know that you are supported, that your body can just relax. And we're going to take 3 breaths in. Deep inhale in. Sip in a little bit more. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And let it go. Allowing your body just to relax. And let's do that 2 more times. Breathing in. Sipping in a little bit more. Holding, 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 holding. Sustain it. And release. And we breathe in again. Breathing in. Sip in a little more. And releasing. And in this moment, we just settle. We just settle in with our breath, knowing that we are connected to the one God, to the one source, to the all that is. And allowing that sense of energy flowing through your body, flowing into your roots, deep into the earth, connecting with Mother Earth, who gives us such bounty, such abundance. And drawing that energy up through your roots, knowing you're connected to Mother Earth. Drawing that energy up through your legs, into your belly, and let it settle into your heart. Feeling it swirl, feeling that energy settle in, for you are part of all that is. And with your next breath, reaching up through your crown chakra all the way up to the heavens, up to the sky, up to a beautiful star that's just yours, up to the heavens, into creation itself. And connecting in, pulling that energy down, feeling it radiate through your body, through the crown chakra, through your third eye. Let it settle into your heart space, mixing with the earth energy, heaven and earth in one. For you are the channel. We are the channel. And sensing this energy, we'll just settle into the silence, knowing that we are all connected. knowing that every sound that you hear, it is God. It is God's way of talking through us, experiencing itself. And allow those sounds just to pull you deeper in, knowing that we are all connected. And on this Easter morning, we just remember the one life, the one love, the one joy, the one God that lives through each one of us experiencing itself. We are the connection between heaven and earth. And I am so grateful for knowing this. I'm so grateful for knowing that we are all connected and that possibilities are endless. And I bless each one of you here. I bless each one of you online. I bless all that are coming, that are creating this amazing container, this amazing, beautiful community where we come together to remember who we are, to be reminded, to right our minds, and know that abundance is ours, possibilities are ours, prosperity is ours, for it is promised to us. And I'm so grateful for this. And allow yourself to come back into the room, come back into your body, shift your weight around. And so everything is. So this concludes our meditation for today. And we will be sitting in some silence as we prepare for our service in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Welcome to our one big family for the morning, for the day, forever, if you want.
That's right, Jim. That's right.
That's a hint that we're about to sing One Big Family, and you're welcome to join.
All right, everybody, clap your hands. Not to wake this room up right now. Come on.
Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah.
All right. Praise team. And Sonia Trejo, the core, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody. Oh my goodness, y'all. I forgot I'm supposed to say y'all. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. Happy Easter. It's so good to see you here this morning. So good to be here with you. I'm Reverend Rasheryl McCreary. I'm the spiritual director. And thank you. Thank you. And I am so glad to be here. And I welcome you into this place and space that was founded with the idea that we are all one big family, right? We are all connected at the core, at the root. We are each unique expressions of the one. And that is the journey that we're on in this place and in this space, right? It's really reconnecting with that truth, that there's one power, one presence. It lives within each of us, and it connects us one to the other, even though we're very, very unique. And so I'm so glad to be here in this space and in this knowing. So this morning, it's Easter. Are these flowers amazing? I mean, is this amazing? So the flowers aren't they beautiful, Jim? Yeah, they're just absolutely gorgeous, and they smell wonderful. And the flowers were donated by our Audrey White, our board vice president. I thought you were over here somewhere, by Audrey. And then Dee and Susie, tell me your daughter's first and last name? Sandy Nelson did the beautiful flowers back here. I won't try to lift them up, but I'll show them to you later. And they're absolutely gorgeous. And just thank you so much for everyone who set everything up. So beautiful. All right, so what are we doing? What is happening? Oh, call to service. Joni Quintal, our practitioner, student extraordinaire, is going to bring us into service this morning with her beautiful words and her beautiful self.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Easter, happy Passover.
Yes.
If if you're comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath and feel the seat beneath you. Feel it supporting you. As those thoughts enter your brain, bless them and let them go. And allow the vibration of this bowl to center you and bring you into the present moment where the divine resides.
And so I invite you now to take a deep breath and just feel the resonance of that bowl, so powerful, so beautiful, such a rich, deep sound. And even as the last traces of the resonance of that bowl begin to evaporate, it brings us right into the awareness of the all that is, the one sound, the one resonance, the one life, the one power, the one presence, the one eternal, infinite. Ernest Holmes called it the thing itself. And we can call it spirit or God or creator, whatever name we give it. It is what it is. It is all that there is. It is inexhaustible. It is indestructible. It is always rising, rising and rising and rising within each of us. And so in this moment, how good it is to just recognize this presence, this all-powerful, all-knowing, all-being presence, that which created each of us out of itself, for we are each made in the image and likeness and out of pure spirit. It is written, it is so. And so I know then that this time that we spend together on this beautiful, glorious day of reckoning and renewal, this day of the resurrection, the rising, the transformation. I know that each one of us is blessed this day by the music, by the presence of pure spirit that roars through the music, that moves through the music, that touches our hearts, opens our minds. I know that each one of us is blessed by the support we have from our production team, the sound and the video and the live streaming, blessing those who watch, blessing those in the room. And I know that we are blessed by each other, by our presence, by our being present to this moment, that each of us is blessed. And I bless the message that comes through me, knowing it is the divine idea revealing itself word after word, thought after thought, pause after pause. And it is a blessing to me and to each one here. And so I just give thanks for this sacred moment, for this rich moment, for this beautiful moment, and for this beautiful space and this beautiful community. I am so grateful, filled to overflowing. And so with deep gratitude, I release this word. I let it be, I let it go. It is complete, and so it is. And so it is. Amen. So beautiful.
It's that time of the day for the times and dates of coming things. Next Sunday, the 27th, is going to be a big day. First, we have laughter yoga led by our very own Morgan Marr. Woo woo, hoo hoo, ha ha ha, exactly. Thank you, Zach. That will be at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday. Don't miss it. The door's closed. All right, and then that day is also our guest music inspiration, Sharon D. Henderson and Reflection. So get your dancing shoes on. And it's also going to be our new member installation day, where we welcome our very first group of members to the center. I'm not even a member yet. I'm so happy to make it official.
Yes, we're official.
Yeah, we've been living in sin.
Did we win?
Yes, we're all winners here. So, does anybody here think they want to be a member of the Silicon Valley? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we'll be sending out a form to email tomorrow. If we don't have your email address already, come tell someone, me or Audrey. Don't tell Rev Rasheryl, she won't remember. And that's fine, because she's doing enough.
And we do have a guest sign-up book, on the front table, so you can always leave your email there.
That would be the best place.
Yeah, that would actually be great, because telling me.
Yeah. In one ear and out the other, somewhere else. And then we're going to have a celebration after the service somewhere, to be decided, that Reverend Cheryl's going to host to welcome us all into our budding spiritual family. So let's give it up for our production team in the back: Scott McCauley, Sal Larkins, and Hector Torres, bringing and amplifying us in the room just a little bit and then putting us out online. And our band is led by Sonia Trejo, as always. I'm Jenna Brown. I'm your praise team. I forgot to say my name in the beginning. And our guest vocalist today is Lauren Guchik. You may remember her singing with us on our second or third Sunday ever, and now she's back, finally. She's so sweet. You'll see. And the first song we're going to do for you today is Radiant Faith by Ricky Byers. Ever heard of it?
Yeah. Can we sing along with y'all?
You are so welcome to sing along. Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to keep saying Happy Easter, everybody. With you all. Thank you. And we are blessed to have Reverend Rasheryl in our lives. Can we just give her a round of applause, please? Just real quick before we start the song, because I know how important this song is to you. And I just want to give you praise and know that we support you and we love you. We love you. Okay, and Mama Ricky, Auntie Ricky, Big Sister Ricky, we love you so much, and thank you. Thank you for this song. Here we go, team, ready? All right. Is that too low for my team back there?
Go a little higher.
That's too low. I'm sorry, my apologies. One more time. Can you guys turn it down, please? Thank you.
Radiant faith is my name today, and I see my life in a different way. I'm not excited, but I'm not crawling in despair, but I'm better than I have been. At the center of my sober mind, I am sure, I am calm, all is well. For I know that every valley shall be exalted, every mountain lay low. I'm living in the valley, and the rose is blooming on the highway. For my God, blooming on the highway. For my God. Whoa, whoa. The years on the road so narrow and long, sacred song. Can't you hear it? And even if you fall, a radiant faith keeps me strong and teaches me, oh, go on and move on. Feel the song and go on and go on. But be sure that every valley shall be exalted, every mountain lay low. I'm living in the desert, and the rose is blooming on the highway for my God, blooming on the highway for my God. A radiant faith is my friend, and I know that the way has been prepared for me on the highway. No, living on the highway. Oh my God, living on the highway for my God. Highway for my God. Highway for my God. Highway, yeah. You hear a choir of angels. Highway, oh, you're walking in forever. Highway, hey, hey. Every day's a blessing. Highway, oh yeah. There's no hitchhiking. Highway, oh yeah. There's no hitchhiking. Highway, oh yeah. You gotta do the work now. Highway for my God, for my God. Radiant faith is my friend today. A radiant faith, yeah. Way for my God. Whoa, whoa. A radiant faith is my friend. A radiant faith is my friend. Living on the highway. Living on the highway. Yeah. Living on the highway. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Lauren, come here. Oh my goodness. Such a sweet, beautiful voice, yes? Oh, so wonderful. Mm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah. Let's just take that in, shall we? A radiant faith. A radiant faith is what we need today. Yes? Oh my goodness. So, April is this season of renewal, and the theme is the art of renewal in turbulent times. How do we renew during this season that we are in individually and collectively, where the ground is shaking and the structures that we know are shaking? How do we renew in that? Right? And so that's what this month has been all about. So the first Sunday of the month, we had a holy release, and some people, I won't name any names, got some stuff to the Goodwill at the very last minute. I had this very wonderful text from someone who sent me a quote that said something like, it's perfectly okay to send stuff to the Goodwill and wait till or say you're going to take stuff to the Goodwill, then drive around with it in your car for months, right? It was some kind of quote about that, and the person sent it to me and said, "We all do it, Reverend Rasheryl. It's okay." So I felt affirmed and supported in my situation. And then last week we talked about how to live in the liminal, that in-between space where we have let go of something or some things, right? And we are not who we were, and we also are not who we're becoming. And we're in this hallway betwixt and between, and how difficult it can be to live in that space. And that's collectively what we're experiencing right now as a nation, as the world, as human beings and individually, where we're in this space betwixt and between places. And it's challenging, yes, to say the least. And so now here we are at this Easter Sunday, which is all about the resurrection of Jesus, right? All about that transformation that changed humanity for all time. And even though we're in that season, we're also looking at, can we rise from the ashes? Can we rise? Is there a rising for us after all the things, right? Either individually or collectively. So I think that I know for myself that there are times where I do see what's happening. I do observe and see what is happening. And there are times where it's like, whoa, so much stuff is shaking up, so much is going on, so much has changed, and so much is changing. And what's on the other side of this? So my human side has questions like, what's going to happen? Are we going to rise from this, right? And I think that all of us feel those moments where, things that we relied upon are changing and breaking down. Structures that we thought were certain are not so certain. Relationships we thought we'd have forever, not so much. Communities or spaces where everyone was together and unified, divisiveness has crept in, right? Communities splitting up, and things just shifting and changing. And so there's this natural wondering, okay, what's on the other side of this? Can we come back from this? Because we don't know what it looks like on the other side. And we're grieving what we're losing, even as we're a little bit frightened about what is coming, yes? Are y'all feeling some of this, what I'm saying here? Yeah. And so here's the thing. That yes, we are having all of these feelings, and the reason I am painting this picture is because what I'm saying to you is it is normal, it is okay, right? Sometimes what we want to do a new thought is we want to do spiritual bypass, which means we pretend stuff is not happening or pretend we're not feeling how we're feeling. And it is okay to acknowledge, yeah, there's some moments where it's like, wow, what is going on? And what's on the other side of this? And that is a normal reaction as us in these human earth suits. That's a normal reaction to be having. But we don't want to set up camp there, right? We don't want to live in that space. We don't want to spend prolonged time in the fear, the doubt, the worry, the grief, right? We want to do our processes to move through that. And one of the beautiful things about this Sunday is it is a reminder that, yes, indeed, we can rise from anything. It is a metaphor for, yes, indeed, we can rise from anything, from the most devastating of losses, from the most excruciating pain, from whatever it is. Yes, we can rise. And that's what Resurrection Sunday is all about. We are, in fact, rising, right? So Michael Beckwith says, the spirit within us is so powerful that it can rise even after the most devastating of circumstances. Right? There's a power within us that can rise even after the most devastating of circumstances, even death. So when we look at Easter Sunday and we look at the resurrection story, I'm going to look at it today through metaphysical eyes, which is what we do in Science of Mind, right? We look at it from the metaphysical standpoint. And so here's what we know. So Jesus, who of all people could have manifested a different reality, right? Could have prayed away the crucifixion, could have altered the course of his trajectory, who had the power to do that, right? Did not do that, right? He was not spared the pain. He was not rescued. He entered into the painful situation. He walked into the crucifixion, right? He walked into that consciously and aware. And so despite being betrayed by a close friend, despite being tortured, despite all that he suffered and went through in the week from Holy Sunday to, is it Holy Sunday? Palm Sunday to Resurrection Sunday. The week that he went through from being exalted coming into Jerusalem to being crucified by the end of it, and then rising from that. That's a blueprint for us to know that no matter what happens to us, no matter what we endure or what we go through, walk through, suffer through, stand through, whatever we experience in life, that there's a life on the other end, that we can rise from no matter how devastating. And I think that is why the power of the resurrection is that the very challenge that we are told as humans we can't come back from death, right? We cannot come back from the dead. That very challenge, the ultimate challenge, Jesus transcended that, right? The resurrection says that he transcended that. He even proved it before Palm Sunday on Lazarus Saturday. He rose Lazarus from the dead. Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. And Jesus resurrected Lazarus, right? So we see twice that this thing that says, this thing called death, that is the ultimate end for us as humans. It feels like the ultimate end, right? The ultimate fire, the ultimate burning down, the ultimate completion. The resurrection says there's more, that there is a life, and life will rise up. And so Jesus rose through the pain of the crucifixion, and when he rose and he showed up in the resurrection, he was unrecognizable, right? He wasn't restored. People did not recognize him. The people who saw him didn't see him because he was transformed, right? He was transformed. So the resurrection so transformed him. The resurrection is not about going backwards. It's not about restoring, right? It's not about being who you used to be. It is about being so transformed that people may not even recognize you. They may not recognize you on the other side of that divorce, or the other side of that illness, or the other side of that layoff, right? They may not even recognize you because you are so transformed by the divine, by the one power, the one presence, the one that is eternal life, the one that lives within each of us, and that Jesus proved that there is a power greater than any of us. There's a power greater than any of us that is never hurt, never harmed, never touched, never endangered, and it is eternal, and it lives, and it lives, and it lives, right? So we may shuffle off the mortal coil, and God still is. And each of us as unique expressions of God still exist, right? But if we just look at this as a metaphor for our lives, what I want you to get today is that whatever you are going through, have been through, or about to face, that there is life on the other side of it, and you can rise, and in fact, you are rising. The fact that you're in this room says that you are rising from the ashes of whatever. Are y'all with me on this? Yeah? And so there are a couple of different stories. So there's the resurrection story, right, that we all know. And then Ernest Holmes says, our conclusion is not that dead men live again, but that a living man never dies, right? A living man never dies. What Ernest Holmes is talking about is when you are aligned with capital L life, with the all that is, the all powerful, that we call God or the creator, whatever name you want to give it. When we're aligned with that, we are alive. We are alive and cannot die, right? Cannot die, because life goes on and on and on and on. And when we align with that in our lives, that divine presence, that which created us, the all that is, when we get aligned with that in our lives, then we resurrect, we rise up over any circumstance, anything that has occurred to us or happened to us. There's another story in a myth or part of mythology that also speaks to the resurrection, and that's the story of the phoenix, right? And so what I love about the story of the phoenix is that the phoenix is this radiant, golden red bird, and it lives a long, purposeful life. But when it knows it's time to dissolve, it's time to go, it creates a nest and it fills it with frankincense and myrrh, so goes the story. And it flies to the mountaintop, and it sets itself on fire in this nest, right? And then the beautiful thing is, it rises up from the ashes. It is reborn, it is renewed, it is remade. And that is the same story, the same, all of these stories are deep archetypal myth, right, that we see again and again and again in spiritual literature and ancient literature, right? And so the story of the phoenix, again, rising from the ashes, rising from what seemed to be dead, what seemed to be gone, what seemed to be over and finished. And yet it is renewed and refreshed, and it's made new. And so this is the thing. Spirit says this is not the end, whatever it is we're facing individually or collectively. And right now, I think a lot of people are frightened by what is happening in our world and thinking this is the end, right? Or there may be something going on in your life where you're thinking, this is the end. Where do I go? I've come to the end of the road. And this is not the end. It is not the end. It is not the end. Each of us has the opportunity to rise up, to rise anew. Each of us has the opportunity to make a new choice, to birth a new life, to go a new direction. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Yes. Maya Angelou has this really beautiful poem called Still I Rise. And I love this poem because it says that no matter what has happened, and she's speaking specifically to the African American experience, but all great poetry and literature is universal. It appeals and is for everyone, right? And what I love about this poem is there is an unstoppable nature to it that she's tapped into, which is God, because God is unstoppable. It is inexhaustible, right? And so she says, you may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. So no matter what has happened to you, no matter what forces seem to be coming against you, I'll rise is the mantra, right? Maya says, just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise, right? I'll rise. And so I want us to really take that into our hearts today, because for me, the resurrection is a blueprint for us, letting us know that there is life on the other side of whatever it is, whether it's death, whether it's the end of something, whether it's the end of life as we know it, the end of a part of our life. There's a life on the other side. There's life on the other side. And so when you begin to move into this blueprint, into this knowing that the divine has the final word, that it is always creating, there's some things that begin to happen for you. So when you say yes to your resurrection, and so right now, are you willing to say yes to your resurrection? Yes? Yes. So when you say yes to your resurrection, you reclaim your spiritual power, right? You reclaim your spiritual power, because what it's saying is no matter what the world throws at me, or people throw at me, or the diagnosis throws at me, no matter what, I am rising up. There's that within me that is rising, right, and transforming. And there's so much power in that, right? And in fact, that is what caused the crucifixion. The power that Jesus had to raise Lazarus was really sort of the final straw, because Jesus was, he was a revolutionary mystic, right? He was, what did you say, an outlaw? Did someone say that? Outlaw. Yeah. So Jesus was a threat to the powers that be because he knew the divine inside of himself. He understood the power of the divine within him, right? And so it's theorized that part of the big threat was the fact that he had raised Lazarus from the dead on Saturday, and then came into Jerusalem on Sunday to people having heard this and going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? So much excitement, so much awe, right? Because what he was saying is, I rise. There's that within each of us that can come back, that can rise up. Right? That's a powerful thing. And so when you say yes to your resurrection, you are now empowered, right? You have agency over your life, over what is happening. Right? You're not at the mercy and the whims of all these other things that are going on. You can get into the driver's seat of your own life because you know whose you are and you know who you are. Right? You know who sent you. Right? You know the divine within you, know the power within you. So that's a very powerful thing. So the first thing that happens when you say yes to your resurrection, to your rising, is that you reclaim your spiritual power that is always there within you. Power is not external. You don't have to get it from somewhere. You don't have to get your power back from something. It is always within you, just to reclaim it and say yes. The other thing that happens when you say yes to your resurrection, and are you willing to say yes? Yes. Okay. You find peace. You find peace, right? The worry falls away. The angst falls away. The anxiousness falls away. The fear, the doom scrolling in your mind, and hopefully on the, on the social media falls away, right? The seeking out all the negative stories so you can see what's going on in the world, all that stuff falls away. When you say yes to your own resurrection, when you say yes to the fact that still I rise, no matter what, I rise. That within me rises, right? When you say yes to that, it's a very peaceful state. It negates a whole bunch of BS that's just floating around out there, right? That's designed to keep you afraid, to keep you scared, to keep you divided from each other, to keep you, shaking in your boots, right? And moving in fear all the time. All of that falls away when you really, really say yes. Yes, I say yes to being transformed. I say yes to my transformation. I say yes to my renewal, right? There's peace in that. Can you feel that? Yeah. Yeah. There's power in that. There's peace in that. And the thing that happens when you say yes to your resurrection, to your renewal, is that you then become a way shower for others. Right? Jesus was a way shower, the divine blueprint. And when you say yes, when you surrender, when you transform, when you allow the all that is to move through you uniquely, to shine its light through you, through your words and your deeds and your actions, right? When you live a life of alignment and so-called, what we call it in Science of Mind, demonstrations, but in the Bible, other places, Christianity is called miracles, right? Miracles, which are actually just, that's the natural order when you're aligned with the divine. There's certain things that just happen naturally, right? That people call miracles. No, it's natural. You're aligned with the divine. Yes? And so when you become that individual who has said yes, and you are aligned, supremely aligned, you then become an inspiration to others. Others see your light. Right? Others are inspired by you. They're moved by you. They want to be in your presence. Yes. They, especially people close to you who've seen your growth, all of a sudden they want to know, what are you doing? Why are you so different? What is going on? What is happening? Is that my so-and-so? Is that my sister? Like, who is that person? Right? And so you then become a person who inspires others. And that's why I always say it doesn't take everyone to change the world. It just takes a few people, right? It takes critical mass, enough people to be aligned with the absolute truth of their being, with the absolute truth of spirit within, to shift their lives and how they move through life. And that creates a spark for other people. And that is how the world gets changed. Because that's certainly how it's being changed in other ways, right? If you look at fear, it's something happens, it's a spark of fear, and then it ignites fear in a bunch of other people, right? You can do the same thing with truth and inspiration and love, right? Be such a place and space of love and transformation and light, and living out your zone of genius, living out your divine purpose, doing the work that you were especially put here to do with the people you're put here to do it. When you do that, you light up. Other people want to be a part of that. right? Other people begin to look at their lives, reconsider their choices, make changes, transformation, and it has a ripple effect, and that is how the world changes. Just like it changes towards fear, it can flip towards love. And I'm not talking lovey-dovey, flowers, rainbows. I'm talking about love. Agape love, unconditional love, love that says you and I can be very, very different, and I love you because I know that we're from the same root, right? We're kinfolk from the same space and place. We may not look alike. We may not speak the same language. We may not have the same life experience, but we're each unique expressions of one thing. So we are kin, right? That is what I mean when I say love, and it's not easy. It's not pretty. And sometimes it feels great and sometimes it doesn't, right? But we can flip the world by starting with ourselves. And the resurrection gives us a beautiful and bitter, sweet story that has lasted through the ages, that points us in the direction of what the work is and what the resurrection is and what the transformation is that is available to each of us. Yeah, are y'all following this? Yeah. So just say these things after me. I rise from the ashes. And I invite you to go within to your heart and really feel this in the cells of your body as we say these words, to really feel this. I rise from the ashes. Not the same, but reborn. I rise like the phoenix. Wiser, deeper, freer. Take a deep breath and feel this in the core of your being. I rise with Christ consciousness awake in me. And still I rise. And still I rise. And still I rise. Yes. And really feel that right now for whatever is happening in your life. Just imagine it falling away and you rising up and refreshed, renewed, strengthened, empowered, shining, rising from whatever it is. And so stay right there and we will turn within. How good it is this Easter Sunday to remember that there is only one power, and it has the final word. There is only one presence, and it is everywhere present, everywhere alive. It is eternal. There is only one life, and it is the life of God, and it is infinite. There is one intelligence. It knows all things. It created all things out of itself. And what I know this morning is that this life, this presence, this intelligence created each of us out of itself. It loved us into existence. It loved us into being. And so I know then that each of us is loaded and coded with the divine blueprint, loaded and coded with the spark of the divine in our very soul, in our cells, in our organs, and our tissues, and the functions of our bodies and our brains. God is alive in each of us. And so I know then that each of us is blessed. And so I speak the word this morning, declaring a divine resurrection happening in the health and vitality of each one transformed, healthy, whole, perfect, complete. I am knowing that which no longer serves, toxins and toxic behavior, toxic ideas, toxic people, dissolved into nothingness. Let go, let go, let go, as spirit has its way. I am so grateful this morning to know for each one a divine resurrection in life, in finances, in well-being, and all needs met. And so knowing no matter if there's a layoff or a setback, whatever it is, knowing abundance has the final word. And so I declare resurrection in the finances, in the livelihood of each one, all needs met. The divine fully caring for, fully guiding, fully protecting each one. Oh, and how good it is this morning to speak the word for relationships for each one here. I declare a resurrection in relationships for each one, whether it is a child or a spouse, a beloved partner, a friend, a community, whatever it is. I know that each relationship is resurrected right now in the divine, that each relationship is a place and space of healing, of love, of respect, of cherishing. And so I know that every beloved in this room and in the sound of my voice is blessed, is made anew, is rising up, is alive. And we just settle in right now, right here, to that feeling of renewal that is right now surging within the body. Renewal, growth, life, rising up right now, right here. And for this, I am so grateful. I am so grateful to speak the word this morning. I am so grateful for the renewal that is happening in this space. And I am so grateful for the resurrection and for the lessons of the divine, of, as Marianne Williamson says, our elder brother, Jesus, or Yeshua. And so with deep gratitude this morning, I release this word and I let it be, I let it go. And so it is. And so it is.
This next song is a song by Valerie Joy Fidmont. You all know who she is. She's our auntie. And so happy to do Victory for you all today. And please join in when it's your turn. We'll let you know when. Here we are.
We got the victory. In the fire, it seems so hard, I can't find my way. But even when I cannot see, Spirit is leading me. And I know I've got the victory. Hey, I got it, I got it, I got the victory. I got it, ooh, I got it, I got the victory. Victory. Now you know sometimes we think that we know it all. Victory. Now you know sometimes we think that we know it all, but God has got a plan. So even in your darkest night, hold on to the light, and please know you've got the victory. Hey, got the victory. I got it, I got it, I got it, I got the victory. I got it in my home, I got it on my job, the victory in my family. I got it, I got the victory in my relationship. Victory. When I pray every day, got the victory. When I walk, what I talk, when I practice, what I preach, I got the victory. trusting God, I got the victory. When I trust in God, I got the victory. I got the victory. Yes. I got it, victory. So come on and join in with us. I got it, I got the victory. I got it, I got it, I got the victory. I got it, I got it. When I trust in God, oh, I got the victory. Yeah.
On. Ah. I got chills. And yes, we are in the lounge again. Silicon Valley CSL Lounge. Our jazz lounge here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, chills. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. And we come to this time in our service where we talk about and focus on our blessings and on circulation. And this is our offering time. So Trudy in the room here is going to be passing out our hearts if you have not had one. And if you would like an envelope as well, we can do that as well. And this is really our time to really focus on the abundance in our lives, the abundance that God and Spirit give us, and how we circulate that and bring this into the world, into our community, and our blessed community, led by our beloved, beautiful, radiant Reverend Rasheryl. And we are so grateful for your gifts, your talents, your support, because this allows us to be here every week, allows us to have this amazing praise team, and Sonia with the choir, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And our production team, we are so grateful. And this allows us to expand as we are expanding every week. So I'm so grateful. So on our little heart that we have, it has, I have abundance because I am abundance. And so it is. This is from Ernest Holmes. And we also have our QR code that you can find on the heart. It's also online at our on our website, so if you'd like to give that way. And if you are old school, like a lot of us, and like to write checks or give money, we also have envelopes. So just take your heart, take your offering that you give us, your tithes that you so graciously offer to us. And let's just think about this and say together, divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God, and so it is. And Trudy will be passing the basket for anyone. You can give back your hearts if you'd like, or keep these, and any offerings that you may have. So I'm going to pass it over to Sonia.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, how are y'all doing out there? Yeah, good. So I just want to make sure that I have done everything. Mark Hurwich, was it your birthday on Saturday? Yesterday? Happy belated birthday, Mark.
Happy belated birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Mark is one of our board members, and can we sing a happy birthday to Mark? And who else has an April birthday? Who else is no more April birthdays? Just Mark? Okay, can we do happy birthday? We'll do the regular one.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
What key do you want it in?
Lauren, you start us off.
Hi, here we go.
Okay, and let's send Mark lots of love as we sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark. Happy birthday to you.
So wonderful to have you here. And many more, yes. All right. So I feel like we're at the end. Jenna, am I remembering everything? Audrey? Oh, is there anyone here for the very first time?
Yes, there is.
Yay! So, if in first timers, would you like to say anything? Introduce yourself, and you don't have to, but if you would like to, we'd love to have you do that. So hello, so good to see you.
I just look new.
You just look new. So good to see you, Zach. Beautiful. Welcome, welcome. Beautiful.
And I did just want to say one thing.
Hello.
Please, we have so many flowers. Please, please, please take some 1-2 home with you. Otherwise, they're coming back to my place, and then I'll donate them around. But if you would like to enjoy the flowers, please take one home.
And Mark gets first dibs on flowers. All right, beautiful. So I want to thank and send a lot of love to Mary Lee Lawson, our practitioner student, who is also the Sunday service director, and who was not able to be with us today, is feeling a little under the weather. So let's hold her in prayer. And the other thing is for the new members. So the board and I have edited the final version of a form that will come to you either tonight or tomorrow morning. Please check your email. So if you were in the meetings last week and the week before, you will get an email with a Google form, and then you'll fill that out. And then you'll get instructions about what happens next. So we will be doing the installation next Sunday during the service, and then I'll host something somewhere after the service. I'll let you know where that's going to be. We're still working that out. Okay, anything else I need to say that I'm forgetting?
If you weren't in the meetings the last couple of weeks, what about membership?
That's a great question. So it was for people who were in those, either one of those, at least one of those meetings. So they sort of understood and they had a part of what we were doing. And we'll have another member intake in like another quarter or so. So, yes. So you're fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else? Laughter yoga is next week. Oh, I know. Next week, the other thing, Sharon Henderson will be here. And so as y'all know, she loves to sing like all the songs. So it's going to be, next Sunday service is going to be a little different because we're probably going to just do a lot of music and I'll do a little bit of a talk, but it'll be more like a concert, sing along, that kind of thing. I think that's what we're going to do and do the installation for the new members, okay? All right. I think that we are complete. Thank you so much back there, Scott McCulley, Sal Larkin, Hector Torres, for for your support and your help. Y'all are fantastic. And for my board, Dr. Damon, Mark Hurwich, Trudy McKenna, Audrey White, thank you. And for all of y'all beautiful people, my mama, happy Easter, y'all. Happy Easter. And the praise team, Sonia Trejo, Lauren, and Jenna, and music director, Lauren, Sonia. Okay, let's stand up and do our last song, y'all. Let's go. 1, 2,
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Okay, our final benediction. I rise from the ashes.
I rise from the ashes.
I rise in power.
I rise in power.
I rise in peace.
I rise in peace.
And all is well.
And all is well.
And so it is. All right, have a great week, everybody. Love y'all.